Alright, let's run it. You already know who it is. Osiris Lord. Thank the Lord up above right here on Instagram. The Lord loves you on Twitch and YouTube. Make sure y'all go check out them hot sauce challenges that we just dropped. Anyway, I'm not gonna drag it. Oh, I do got bad news though. I got bad news. We got no Rice Krispies, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow the LordsGetShot.nyc, the LordsGetShot.com. All we got today is water and cooler lammers, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're not gonna drag it. We got FRIEZA and MEGATRON. I really just want to know why they fighting. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I just really want to know why they put them together. Maybe y'all would know, drop it in the comments, but we're going to start it off.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by NordVPN.
NordVPN is sponsoring them and BetterHelp. If y'all want to sponsor me, let me know, man.
FRIEZA, the Dread Emperor from Dragon Ball.
And Megatron, the Decepticon commander from Transformers.
When these two dictators collide, the cosmos will tremble.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
I don't really know much about Megatron,
Death Battle.
but I know FRIEZA, and he's pretty badass. You know what I'm saying? He be blowing people up.
Deep in the bowels of outer space lies a monster so cruel, so callous, so evil that the universe itself trembles at his approach. Behold, the mighty Lord FRIEZA.
Oh, he's adorable with the horns and that floppy tail and the genocide.
Felt that.
Oh, awesome. And he's laughing.
FRIEZA's diminutive stature and faux gentility were intentionally deceptive and rooted in a surprising place. In response to the Japanese economic bubble at the time, FRIEZA's design was meant to evoke real estate speculators. Series mangaka Akira Toriyama has described such speculators as the worst sort of people. Yes, really.
I guess you could say FRIEZA is more than meets the eye. Oh, wait, shit, that's later.
That's kind of a real estate guy.
About FRIEZA's alien race and heritage, only that he and his father were born as mutants with abnormally high power levels.
Oh, like how the doc said my blood alcohol level was refrigerator 70. FRIEZA was so crazy strong that unlike most Dragon Ball characters who transform to get stronger, FRIEZA transforms to get weaker. So he doesn't like accidentally nuke a planet. Only intentionally.
With his father's empire and army at his beck and call, FRIEZA would cross the universe, conquering worlds one by one, and selling them to the highest bidder, just like real estate speculators.
And if anyone objected, he'd just kill them, their entire family, and everyone they ever knew. Just like real estate speculators. While he usually lets his weird, multicolored alien grunts do his dirty work for him, FRIEZA's not afraid to throw down himself, especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting too uppity for their own good.
FRIEZA's strength comes from his innate understanding and manipulation of his own ki, or life energy, which he can use to enhance his physicality or manifest into projectile attacks.
Like his classic Death Beam, Death Bowl, Death Wave, Death Cannon, Death Saucer.
Listen, I really feel like
FRIEZA can move mountains with his mind, fire laser beams from his eyes, create ki force fields, and he even learned to sense the ki of others through sheer observation alone. He's fast enough to keep up with Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki he absorbed for a spirit bomb against Dragon Ball Super, could move across the universe in less than a minute. That would be over
turn him into a Joker.
quadrillion times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then.
You know you're a badass when you can stroll into Planet Vegeta, a planet filled with people whose only higher aspirations involve murder and hair gel, and talk shit like you own the place. And he got so paranoid about one of them getting strong enough to kick his ass that he blew up the friggin' planet.
Considering Planet Vegeta has 10 times the gravity of Earth, this would mean it likely has 10 times the mass and 100 times the energy required to overcome its gravitational binding energy and destroy it. That's over 5.3 yotatons of TNT.
And that was in his weakest form. Number. Too bad he kinda missed a spot. Or several, because a bunch of Saiyans survived to fight another day. Space genocide just ain't what it used to be.
This would come back to bite him when he was finally forced to confront the earthbound Saiyan Kakarot, and accidentally ended up being the reason he turned into the legendary Super Saiyan.
Like the albino dildo he is, FRIEZA has survived being pounded by Broly for over an hour straight, crushed by Goku's Spirit Bomb, and then split in half, consumed by an exploding planet, and left afloat in the vacuum of space.
He can survive without the vast majority of his body, though unlike other Dragon Ball villains, he can't heal on his own.
It didn't help him that much after he got his ass sent to hell, but because of that dragon in his
LOL, I forgot
balls,
about
he
that.
was back at it again.
And with just 4 months worth of training, the first time he'd ever trained in his entire life, Frieza was able to achieve a new transformation capable of surpassing the Super Saiyan, Golden Frieza.
That's a level of
Golden
laziness
Frieza.
I aspire to, Wiz. DeviantArt Frieza here lets him keep up with Super Saiyan
DeviantArt
Blue Goku
Frieza.
and Vegeta.
A
It's
significantly weaker
hilarious.
Super Saiyan God Goku could blow up the whole of Universe 7 in a punch clash with the God of Destruction, Beerus. And the shockwaves of their punches were able to reach the edges of existence in only a few seconds. Over 270 quadrillion times the speed of light. And that is before so many years of power-ups and training between then and now.
Totally crazy, but nothing compared to his newest and greatest form.
A transformation capable of surpassing Goku's Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's Ultra Ego. Their peaks at this
See?
point.
Look.
A transformation even
Frieza.
stronger than Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the universe.
I don't know who Gas
He
is.
literally said F you to the Dragon Balls. This is Black Frieza.
The
This
all-seeing
is
Oracle
Black
Fish had
Frieza.
prophesied the coming of the universe's strongest. And perhaps he was talking about Frieza all along.
Come on, give us
That's what I
another
said.
prediction.
Frieza.
Oh,
Wow.
Wiz, I think you're gonna die. No, for some godforsaken reason, he didn't use his newfound power to kill those pesky Saiyans. They were right there, you moron.
In fact, he once committed the archvillain's greatest sin and teamed up with them to save their
LOL.
universe and beat Jiren, a being comparable to the gods of destruction.
TBH.
Because
When
no
I watched
one's
Dragon Ball
allowed to
Super, I
destroy
don't know
the
what
universe
happened, but I ended up
him.
skipping an
And
episode.
that's a promise he
I'm pretty
means
sure
to
it was the
keep.
episode where
This
they
almighty
defeat
emperor
Jiren.
will continue to rule
Pretty
the
upset about
universe
that.
with an iron grip and a
It was too
heart
late
of
before I
ice.
realized.
This episode
Alright.
of Death Battle is sponsored by NordVPN.
So-
It's no
We know
secret
Frieza's
that Wi-Fi
about to
networks,
just-
especially free public ones,
Smash on Megatron. Shout out to NordVPN.
You can get a huge discount with the purchase of a 2-month plan with 4 months free. Try it risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring our show.
Alright, so
You
So
either
we know
die a hero,
Frieza's about
or
to get
you
the
live
W,
long
'cause he's
enough
about
to
to
see
just
yourself
blow
become
Megatron
the
up.
villain.
or you live even longer
Megatron's
and
like a
become an
robot.
80s toy commercial.
Yeah.
This is Megatron.
In Cybertron's ancient past, the planet was
A
ruled by
primary
the
source
Functionist
for Megatron
religious
is G1,
order, which
like-
decreed a Transformer's
don't
natural
need all of
born
that, man.
alternate mode determined their
What
role
y'all
and
got?
status in society, rather than
What y'all
letting them
got?
choose for themselves. Born into this repressive caste system,
He's 9
Megatron
million
of
years
Tarn
old.
dreamed of something more.
So this giant Hasbro toy robot,
how am I
only
supposed to
$5.99 at
read
your
all that
nearest
in the
Rite
back?
Aid, wrote a manifesto on peaceful dissent that got popular with the oppressed Cybertronian working class. So much so, in fact, that the Senate tried to have him assassinated.
Wow.
Whoa, politics alert.
After surviving that brush with death, Megatron was convinced that peace could never be an option. The only
Wow.
path left to overthrow the crippling social order was violent revolution.
Okay.
So were the Autobots
I mean,
originally
they tried
the
to-
bad
they tried to
guys
murk
here?
him.
Optimus Prime, more like Optimus Crime. Never say that Megatron wasn't committed. The civil war he started between the two groups lasted 9 million fucking years. And again,
That's crazy.
remember, toy robots.
He was aided in his war efforts by his immensely powerful fusion cannon, a giant laser bazooka that can hit targets from 12 miles away and level a small town in a single shot.
Wow.
These projectiles are so fast, they're able to exit the atmosphere from ground level after only a single second.
That's ridiculous.
By scaling the distance of the Earth using the angle of this shot, the fusion cannon's projectile must be moving over 4,200 times the speed of sound.
Wow.
But like me, the fusion
you
cannon
got
needs
that.
a little time
You
to
got that.
recharge between shots. So Megatron's got some tools to keep the job going. He can close the distance with
Boomstick
his
is
energon
kinda chill,
mace
bro.
and block blows with his
feel him,
energon
though.
shield. It helps that Megs literally fought as a gladiator before his stunt as a revolutionary.
Megatron can fire lasers from his eyes and arms, launch
So can
buzzsaws
Frieza.
strong enough to slice through solid
So
rock,
can Frieza.
fly through the air, and open up a force
can
field
Frieza.
known as a panic bubble.
And
Now,
so
it might seem like a huge flaw that it lets enemy combatants inside, but that's only until you realize it won't let them back out
I was about to
again.
say, they
That's
might-
when the
they might not
panic
be
part
able to
comes in.
get back out.
Megatron's not trapped in there with you. You're trapped in there with him.
Megatron's Cybertronian body is strong enough to match the Autobot leader Optimus Prime, who can toss around oil tankers weighing hundreds of thousands of tons. And Megatron's metallic hide was tough enough to survive an explosion so massive, it launched the entire planet of Cybertron through space.
Wow.
By taking a look at Cybertron's mass and how fast it was sent flying to get its overall kinetic energy, Megatron must have survived a blast equal to nearly 4.5 ninotons of TNT.
Wow.
Enough to annihilate a small star. He can even keep up with Decepticons like Starscream, who can fly across the galaxy
Is Optimus
from
Prime
Earth to
strong, y'all? I
Cybertron
don't
at
know.
hundreds of thousands of times the speed of light.
And he wouldn't be a Transformer without being able to transform into various vehicles. A tank, a stealth bomber jet,
And a gun! Just a gun. A Walter B-38, in fact. I'm sorry, Wiz. I know he's this tragic revolutionary corrupted by the cycle of violence or whatever, but that is the funniest shit I have ever seen. What does he have, like his Deceptive buddies point him at people
That's
and
what I'm
fire?
trying to figure out.
sometimes he can fire himself too.
Oh my
makes
god.
sense.
That looks even sillier.
You may be laughing, but Megatron is no joke. By utilizing space bridge teleportation technology, Megatron can establish a remote link up to a nearby black hole and teleport the antimatter it produces to his location.
Through his eyeballs.
Should matter and antimatter meet,
I mean, FRIEZA
they
is
will
still
be
gonna-
mutually annihilated in a brilliant release of energy defined by E=mc².
I don't
It
know,
doesn't
FRIEZA.
matter how durable the matter
don't know,
is,
FRIEZA.
it will be destroyed at the subatomic level.
I don't know, my
As
boy.
Megatron's war for control of Cybertron dragged on, all of his highfalutin ideals started to fall to the wayside.
In essence, there used to be a point to the war. Now, war was the point. His only goal left was to rule Cybertron with a literal iron fist.
That's where Megatron's greatest weapon came into play, his mind. The dude is a strategic and tactical genius who's
basically,
always thinking 10 steps ahead.
He's
Transformers
fought
don't
powerful
think or something?
Transformers like Grimlock, Predaking, and the Decepticon, a being with the power of an entire evil universe behind it.
He and Optimus have even fought Nova Prime and Regenesis Shockwave, both of whom could utilize the energy of that same universe.
Megatron once sealed himself inside an Omniglobe and commanded 1,000 real-life battles at once,
What?
funneling every iota of relevant information into his brain at the same time. The sheer deluge of data would be incomprehensible for anyone without that supercomputer brain.
But all that robot ass-kicking ended up as a draw, and the only true loser was Cybertron.
With the planet in ruins and its civilization extinguished,
I
the
don't know what's happening
Cybertronian
here.
golden age was
You talking
long
about-
over.
How did
and
he
the
fight it?
vanguard of its destruction was Megatron.
Who's now a
Listen,
crusty
man, can we
Saturday
just get
morning
FRIEZA to blow
cartoon
this
villain with a
guy
voice
up,
that
man?
sounds like he smokes 40 packs a day and
Oh,
a
wow.
hate boner for his boneheaded second-in-command, Starscream.
After countless millennia of a humiliating stalemate with his Boy Scout rival, Megatron's brilliant mind finally turned inward. He remembered that his early writings advocated for peaceful conversion and free thought instead of domination.
It took you 9 million years to remember why you started fighting in
That's
the first
crazy.
place? Would that memory get lost in the cloud?
In what was possibly
Optimus
his
Prime
most
just throws you out
surprising
the
tactical
dang
move yet, Megatron saved the universe from annihilation as an Autobot.
What?
He realized that after millions of years of indefinite war, the ideals that he fought for, freedom, justice, equality, had switched sides, and Megatron had to as well.
Turns out there was more to this supervillain than met the eye, because true to his nature, Megatron transformed.
LOL, question mark.
This episode of Death Battle
Anyway,
is sponsored by BetterHelp. But you
so we about
with major trauma.
to watch. We about to watch
It's time for a death battle!
this robot get blown up real quick by FRIEZA. You know, usually I'm on both sides, but even this music sounds silly. Like, what is the point of this? The Ginyu Force is about to pop out?
Greetings, noble warrior of planet Cyber whatever. I, Lord FRIEZA, claim this world as my own. Cheer for me or face annihilation.
I have fought for my planet for eons. I would rather see it turn to ash than
Okay,
reside in your
lock in.
filthy
Who we got?
hands, organic
Who we got?
scum.
Sorry,
I love it when they monologue
Let's go.
back.
I love it when they monologue back. Alright, big this thing, whatever planet destructor thing that he finished off Planet Vegeta with.
Pity. I'll have to construct a new mothership from your corpse.
Wow. GG. Let's get it.
What's wrong? Is that clunky robot body too slow to keep up?
My wish and more than suffice, you blithering ponce.
Alright. Don't blink. This is one of those don't blinks. So they just blasting each other at the same like type of force. Frieza looks pissed off. Frieza looks very upset. He's not happy right now. Alright. Megatron thinks he got the GG. You think he got the W, I mean? Megatron just looks like an annoying computer that you go to training with in a video game. So this whole planet's getting blown up right now. Is this the Cybertron planet? This is Megatron's planet?
Where did he go?
Megatron's planet just got blown up.
Huh?
Megatron turned into a tank. Alright, now Frieza is trying to stop it. Okay. Don't know if he was expecting to get blown up. Frieza might be blown up right now. Frieza just turned into Golden Frieza. So now he's not playing with him no more. This match is over. Megatron thought he had the W, and now Frieza is very upset. Now he's just gonna blow everything up. He doesn't care about the refrigerator. He doesn't care about carrots. He doesn't care about broccoli. He doesn't care about anything. Megatron is a psycho, yo? Is that his personality type? It's over. Imagine. Bro, he pulled the whole planet. He pulled the whole planet.
This just always happen. I give it 5 minutes.
My planet!
That's crazy. Alright, so something different.
Ruler of a dying planet. My planet. Where is your army? Where is your
What is happening?
So powerful, and
No,
yet
Frieza's
you will
mad.
wander the depths of space for eternity, all because of me.
Okay, Megatron.
You despicable cretinous world.
Okay, Black
I'll
Frieza.
torture you until
Deviant
your
Art
screams can be
Frieza.
heard in the
Times
vacuum
10.
of space.
Die a fool's death.
What is happening right now? Megatron is doing something, and Frieza's not liking it. See, I told
You
you.
will die by my hand.
You fool!
Frieza's not stopping, bro. I told y'all he do the, you know what I'm saying? I said he do the buzzsaw too, man. Frieza don't care.
Cybertronians must kill them all.
Frieza got the W.
Wrong again, Frieza. It was actually 1 minute and 10 seconds. Idiot.
Megatron's ruthless resilience may have netted him a win in some scenarios, but Frieza's overwhelming power gave him a clear edge.
What, like,
Megatron's
what did y'all
ace in
think?
the hole
Like,
was his antimatter, which would have annihilated Frieza's ass no matter how tough it was.
And that was a real possibility.
Yep.
Megatron is a master
kinda thought
tactician
Frieza was
and
over with after
manipulator
that.
with millions of years of combat experience. Frieza, on the other hand, has always relied on his raw power and intimidation to win fights.
When things don't go his way, he has a tendency to freak out.
However,
Freak out,
Frieza
Chief.
has survived getting most of his body obliterated and kept going.
Yeah.
Which meant the
don't know
antimatter
how,
wasn't a
but yeah.
surefire win. It would have to completely cover Frieza's whole body before he could react. And Frieza was way too fast for that.
While Megatron scaled to characters who could cross galaxies,
Man.
Frieza has kept up
I mean,
with
I knew
Goku,
Frieza was gonna
who should
win,
be
but
at
she-
least trillions of times faster.
And on his smaller size and key force fields, Frieza had more than enough ways to avoid, defend, or survive the antimatter.
Facts.
So Megatron's only option
That was interesting, though.
power.
That was
While
interesting.
Megatron has survived planet-busting explosions and even
I
fought
would like
with
to
a
see
being that had
Megatron
the
versus
energy
somebody
of a
else
universe
besides
behind
Frieza.
it. Golden Frieza was just too much for him, considering he certainly surpassed Goku and Beerus' Punch Clash. Since Universe 7 as a whole should be over 13 times larger than our own universe, Frieza's super forms would far exceed Megatron's own power.
Bro pulled the whole planet to
at the
itself.
beginning of Dragon Ball Super.
He knew
Goku
that was
has
gonna
gotten
get him.
leagues stronger since then, and Black Frieza is currently beyond him. There was just no way Megatron was strong enough to keep up.
Megatron was a devious foe, but Frieza's power, speed, and sheer
that
survivability
buzzsaw got
allowed
him.
them to crush the Decepticon leader underfoot.
I guess you could say Megatron was cool, but Frieza was cooler.
The winner is Frieza.
W Frieza. Shout out to Death
Thanks
Battle.
for watching. And hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've
sure you
got a
become a
ballot
Death
going
Battle
on
member.
right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season.
Oh yeah,
So
make
click
sure you
that
go see Gogeta versus Vegeta on my page if you haven't already. So that was Frieza versus Megatron. I thought that was cool. I was very interested. I wish they had like a little plot or something, but I guess that, you know, Frieza going and blowing people's planets up, this is a good enough plot. Good enough plot for me anyway. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram at ThankTheLourde. And you know, the Lords Get Shot.nyc, the Lords Get Shot.com. Make sure you go check out Death Battle, hashtag Save Death Battle. And I will see you guys on the next battle. Yada that!